Welcome to Speak English Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and today I'm here with my amazing co-host Sarah. We're so excited to help you take your English to the next level.
Thanks, David. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again. If you've ever learned English phrases but couldn't use them naturally in real life, this episode is going to change that for you.
That's right. We'll show you how to bring those phrases to life, to make them sound natural, confident, and part of your everyday speech, just like native speakers do effortlessly.
So if you want to sound more fluent and stop feeling stuck when you speak, stay with us. What you'll learn today will help you communicate with confidence in real conversations.
And before we jump in, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more learners like you and keeps you motivated to improve your English every week.
All right, let's get started and discover how to use English phrases in real life. Because learning words is good, but using them naturally is what truly makes you fluent.
When we talk about using English phrases in real life, we mean bringing them into your everyday conversations, not just keeping them in your memory. The goal is to make these phrases part of the way you think and speak naturally without hesitation or overthinking.
Many learners know a lot of useful phrases but struggle to use them when the moment comes. That happens because they only study them passively. Real progress begins when you start using those same phrases in real conversations about your own life and interests.
Imagine phrases as small building blocks that form your communication. Each time you use one in a real situation, your confidence grows. You begin to recognize patterns, your speech flows more smoothly, and English starts feeling like a natural extension of your thoughts.
The key idea is not to memorize phrases for a test, but to connect them with real emotions and situations. When you say something meaningful using a phrase, your brain remembers it faster and it becomes part of your active vocabulary, not something you have to recall consciously.
Think about it like learning to ride a bike. At first, you think about every move, but once you practice enough, it becomes automatic. The same happens with phrases. The more you use them in context, the less effort it takes, and soon you're speaking without even realizing it.
Using phrases also helps you understand others better. When you listen to people talk, you'll start to notice the same expressions appearing again and again. Recognizing them will make conversations easier and give you a natural sense of how real English sounds in daily life.
Another important part is emotional connection. When you use phrases that express how you truly feel, like excitement or curiosity, your tone and rhythm sound more authentic. That emotional connection makes your English more human and relatable, not robotic or forced.
Using phrases in real life creates a rhythm in your English. You start speaking in chunks, not single words, and that gives your communication a smooth, confident flow. It's the way fluent speakers naturally express themselves without stopping to build each sentence piece by piece.
So, the main concept is this. Fluency comes from usage. It's not about knowing thousands of words. It's about using the ones you already know effectively. The moment you start applying phrases in your real conversations, you'll notice your English transforming fast.
Once you understand that speaking English is about expressing, not performing, you'll feel free to use what you've learned. Every small phrase you bring into your life builds your fluency, one real interaction at a time, until speaking English feels completely natural to you.
Let's imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. Instead of saying a simple hi, you can start with, "Hey, nice to meet you," or "It's great to finally meet you." These short, friendly phrases make your English sound open, warm, and confident from the very beginning.
When someone asks how you're doing, don't just say fine. Try, I'm doing great, thanks for asking, or pretty good, how about you? These responses sound much more natural and invite the other person to continue the conversation with a friendly and positive tone.
If a friend shares good news, saying, "That's good," sounds a bit flat. Instead, you can say, "That's awesome," or "I'm so happy for you." These short but powerful expressions show genuine emotion and make your communication feel much more engaging and natural to the listener.
Imagine you're running late for a call or meeting. Instead of just saying sorry, you could say, "Sorry for keeping you waiting," or "Thanks for your patience." Phrases like these sound polite, clear, and confident, showing that you respect the other person's time and attention.
When you want to end a chat politely, you can say, "It was nice talking to you," or "Let's catch up soon," instead of a plain "goodbye." These friendly phrases close conversations naturally and leave a positive impression that makes people want to talk to you again.
During casual talks, it's helpful to use small fillers that give you time to think, like, "well," or "let me see." They make your speech sound relaxed and spontaneous, just like native speakers do when they're searching for the right word or organizing their thoughts.
If someone asks for your opinion, instead of saying, "I think it's good," try, "Honestly, I think it's a great idea," or, "To be honest, I really like it." Adding these small expressions gives your sentence personality and helps you sound more expressive and authentic when you speak.
When you need to show understanding, you can use phrases like, "I see what you mean," or "that makes sense." These are short but powerful tools that make conversations smoother and show that you're truly following the other person, creating a more natural interaction.
In moments of surprise or excitement, instead of saying, "Really?" you can say, "No way," or "You're kidding." These fun and emotional reactions make your English sound more alive and help you connect instantly with the people you're talking to in any real-life situation.
The idea is to take these small, real phrases and bring them into your daily life. Use them when you chat with coworkers, friends, or even online. The more you use them, the faster they'll become natural habits, helping you sound confident and fluent without forcing it.
One of the biggest benefits of using English phrases in real life is confidence. When you already know what to say in common situations, you stop overthinking and start responding naturally. This confidence gives your speech rhythm, energy, and a more natural flow every time.
You'll also notice that conversations start feeling easier. When you use ready-to-go phrases, your mind doesn't freeze or panic. Instead, you focus on connecting with people, not searching for the perfect word. That makes speaking English a lot more enjoyable and relaxed.
Another great advantage is that your brain begins to think in patterns. By repeating useful expressions in context, you train your mind to react automatically. That's when fluency happens, not from memorizing, but from using real language in real conversations that matter to you.
Using phrases also helps your pronunciation and intonation improve naturally. When you speak in full chunks instead of individual words, your voice starts to sound smoother and more confident, because you're following the rhythm and melody that native speakers use every day.
The more you practice using phrases, the faster you'll understand others. You start to recognize expressions instantly, which helps you follow conversations effortlessly. Listening becomes easier because you're familiar with the patterns and rhythm people use to communicate.
Another benefit is emotional connection. When you use expressions that sound real and friendly, people feel more comfortable around you. It's not just about speaking English correctly. It's about building genuine relationships through natural and relatable communication.
You'll also sound more professional and confident in different environments, like meetings, interviews, or casual talks. When your speech flows naturally, people trust you more, and your message becomes clearer. Phrases are the secret to sounding fluent and confident anywhere.
And something amazing happens. You stop translating in your head. You start to speak directly in English, which feels freeing. That's when you realize you're no longer studying English, but actually living it every time you open your mouth to communicate with someone.
Over time, you'll see that small, consistent use of phrases creates huge progress. It's not about long study hours. It's about real, daily use. Each phrase you apply in your life becomes part of your natural speaking habit, building your fluency step by step without pressure.
Biggest benefit of all is joy. The joy of realizing you can truly express yourself in another language. You can share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences naturally. That's the moment English stops being a subject and becomes a part of who you are every single day.
Step 1 is awareness. Start by noticing the phrases you already hear every day, in shows, podcasts, or real conversations. Write down the ones that feel natural to you. These are the expressions you'll begin practicing because they already sound familiar to your ears.
Step 2 is repetition. Take those same phrases and repeat them aloud several times, but don't just memorize the sounds. Imagine real moments when you'd actually say them. Connecting each phrase to a personal situation helps your brain store them naturally and permanently.
Step 3 is practice in context. Try building short sentences around those phrases. For example, if you choose, "That's awesome," imagine reacting to good news. The goal isn't to sound perfect, but to make those expressions part of how you genuinely communicate every day.
Step 4 is shadowing. Listen to a native speaker using the phrase and repeat it right after them, matching their rhythm and tone. This simple technique helps you build natural pronunciation and makes those phrases feel automatic instead of forced or robotic when you speak.
Step 5 is recording yourself. It may feel strange at first, but hearing your own voice helps you notice progress and small details. You'll start realizing that your pronunciation, tone, and confidence improve quickly once you become aware of how you actually sound.
Step 6 is integration. Use your phrases in real life, in texts, voice notes, or conversations. Even short interactions help. Each time you use a phrase naturally, it becomes easier, and soon you'll find yourself speaking fluently without needing to prepare or translate.
Step 7 is reflection. At the end of the day, think about which phrases you used and how they worked. This short reflection keeps your learning active and helps you see real progress. The more you notice your improvements, the more motivated you'll feel to keep going.
Step 8 is connection. Practice with friends or online partners who are also learning English. Sharing experiences and phrases with others makes practice fun and helps you remember expressions better because you're using them in meaningful, emotional conversations.
Step 9 is consistency. Make a small routine, maybe 5 minutes every day. That's enough to keep the language alive in your mind. Fluency doesn't come from big study sessions, but from small, steady actions that train your brain to think and respond naturally in English.
And step 10 is celebration. Appreciate your progress, even the small wins. Every time you use a phrase correctly or feel more natural in a conversation, that's fluency growing inside you. Be proud of each step, because every real moment of practice truly matters.
One of the most common mistakes is trying to learn too many phrases at once. When you overload your memory, everything becomes confusing. Focus on a few useful phrases and use them repeatedly until they feel completely natural before adding new ones to your routine.
Another mistake is practicing phrases only in silence. You might recognize them when reading or listening, but without speaking them out loud, they never become active in your mind. Your voice needs practice too, so say them, hear yourself, and build real fluency.
Many learners also use phrases out of context. They memorize the words but don't understand when to use them. To avoid this, always connect each expression to a real-life situation. The more context you have, the easier it becomes to use phrases naturally and confidently.
A big mistake is waiting to feel ready before speaking. That moment never truly comes. You don't get ready to speak English. You get ready by speaking English. Start small, even with short sentences. The sooner you use your phrases, the faster you'll gain confidence.
Some people also focus too much on sounding perfect. But perfection creates pressure, and pressure blocks fluency. Focus on communication instead. Real English is full of pauses, small mistakes, and emotions. That's what makes conversations human, not mechanical or scripted.
Another common problem is fear of repeating yourself. But repetition isn't a weakness, it's a strength. The more you repeat natural phrases, the faster they become part of your daily English. Fluency comes from repetition, not from constantly searching for new expressions.
Learners sometimes forget to listen actively. Speaking well depends on hearing well. By listening carefully to how people use phrases, you'll learn when, why, and how to say them yourself. Listening is half of fluency. It trains your brain to react naturally in conversations.
A frequent mistake is studying phrases in isolation, without emotions. If a phrase doesn't mean something to you, your brain won't keep it. Connect each one to a feeling: surprise, happiness, or gratitude. That emotional link makes learning stronger and much more memorable.
Another error is giving up too early. People expect quick results and lose motivation when they don't see instant progress. But language learning is a process. Stay consistent, and the progress will come quietly, until one day you realize how much more natural you sound.
Finally, don't compare your English to anyone else's. Everyone has a different rhythm and background. Your only goal is to communicate clearly and confidently. Focus on progress, not perfection, and enjoy the journey. Because every word you speak moves you forward.
Here's your challenge for this week. Choose 5 new phrases you've learned from this episode and use them every single day. Say them out loud while walking, cooking, or thinking. The goal is to make them part of your natural speech, not just something you memorize.
Try recording yourself using those phrases in short sentences. Listen to your own voice and notice how much smoother your pronunciation becomes with repetition. This simple activity trains your brain and your mouth to work together, improving your confidence fast.
Each day, focus on one phrase and use it in 3 different ways. For example, say it in the morning, during your lunch break, and before bed. By using it in real moments, you'll build automatic recall, which is the secret to speaking English naturally and effortlessly.
Another fun challenge is to teach one of your new phrases to someone else. When you explain how and when to use it, you reinforce it in your own memory. Teaching is one of the most powerful ways to learn. It helps you think in English and remember expressions deeply.
You can also combine this with shadowing practice. Find a short video in English, repeat it with the speaker, and try to include your 5 new phrases while speaking. This kind of active imitation pushes your fluency further than just listening passively. It's real practice.
If you like journaling, write a few lines every day using those same phrases. Don't worry about grammar, just focus on expression. When you connect writing with speaking, you train both clarity and creativity. It's a small daily effort with big long-term results.
Remember, fluency grows from consistency, not intensity. A few minutes of daily mindful practice are more powerful than one long session a week. Your brain loves routine, so show up every day, even for 5 minutes, and you'll notice how fast your English becomes more natural.
Challenge yourself to speak English with someone, even if it's for a minute. It could be online, with a friend, or even with yourself in front of a mirror. The key is to use your phrases in a real context. That's where fluency lives, in the flow of real communication.
To make it more fun, set small goals and celebrate each win. Maybe record a short video, post a comment in English, or just repeat your phrases fluently 3 days in a row. Every success, no matter how small, proves that you're getting closer to real English mastery.
And most importantly, enjoy the journey. English isn't just a subject to study. It's a skill that connects you with people, ideas, and cultures. So keep practicing with joy, curiosity, and patience. Each phrase you master brings you one step closer to true fluency.
Today, we explored simple yet powerful ways to practice English every day. We talked about thinking in English, shadowing, and using new phrases naturally. Remember, fluency doesn't come overnight. It grows with small, consistent actions you take daily.
Every step you take, even a few minutes of practice, builds confidence and fluency. Speaking to yourself, journaling, or repeating phrases aloud are all part of the process. What matters most is staying consistent and enjoying the journey of learning.
If you reached this point, it shows how truly committed you are to improving your English. That dedication will make a difference. Keep showing up, keep practicing, and watch how your fluency transforms. One phrase, one day, one habit at a time.
We love seeing your progress and hearing your stories. Leave a comment telling us how you practice English every day. Sharing your journey helps others stay motivated too. Let's grow together as a global community of English learners and speakers.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep creating more free and practical lessons to help you speak English naturally and with confidence. Every click makes a big difference.
And here's something fun. If you've learned something valuable today, comment below with the word practice. It's a powerful reminder that daily action builds real fluency. Let's fill the comments with this word to show your commitment to learning.
Remember, fluency isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So keep practicing, keep listening, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you speak, you're one step closer to the confident English speaker you want to become.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. We're proud of your effort and consistency. Keep believing in yourself and enjoy every small win along the way. You're not just learning English. You're building a lifelong skill that opens doors everywhere.